Hey guys, what's up? I'm Amber, the Harvest Moon Witch, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the full moon that's happening tonight. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about what a full moon is. I want to keep this video as concise and clear as possible so you can get the most out of this information I am giving you. I'll make another video about the phases of the moon and how you can use those energies to plan your whole year. But let's get on with what I'm going to be talking about, which is the energies of the full moon, a little bit about this moon's special powers, energies, the signs that it's in, what it's called, and I'm going to be talking about what you can do to make the most out of this full moon and to pave the way for you guys to set your intentions for the new moon in Taurus that will be coming up in a couple of weeks. All right, so let's get to it. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about what full moons are. I'm going to save another video for that and do it all in one. But I'm going to talk about what full moons do because it's going to pave my way to explain what super moons are. Now, full moons, they shine the light on our shadows. They shine the light on our shadow selves. That's why a lot of crazy things happen during full moons. A lot more accidents happen during full moons because all these energies and things that are coming to the surface that people just like push away and like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. But when the full moon comes around, like, nope, you're going to deal with it. But super moons do this times two. That's why they call it a super moon. Super moons are when the moon is the closest to the earth, and that's why it appears so big. Now, super moons, you really need to pay close attention to them because they're going to bring up things that you haven't even noticed in a really, really long time. It's almost like the Judgment card. The Judgment Tarot card. The super moons is going to bring up things that you didn't even know about yourself. They may be new things that are manifesting. They may be things from your childhood that you suppressed. They may be aspects of yourself that you didn't even know existed. If you're a happy-go-lucky person and on this super moon you are super angry, you may want to look into kind of harnessing that anger energy and seeing what it's all about so you can maintain it a lot more. These energies and feelings are going to be coming up, so just be on the lookout and be prepared. Next, I'm going to talk about the names that people like to call the full moon in April. It has many, 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 many different names. This is because, you know, back in the old days, people used to use the moon as their calendar, and I'm sure that they called it a different thing because people live on different sides of the world and not everybody knew what's going on. So that's my kind of explanation of why there's so many different full moons. Maybe somebody can find, that's just my perception. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But the three main titles that people like to call this moon is the pink moon, which is the most popular, the seed moon, and the wind moon, which is what Lunwin publications call it. Now, Lunwin publications is a highly established witch publication. They talk about, or not witch, I mean, it's magic, manifestation, law of attraction, all those kinds of things. That's what they call it. They like to call it the wind moon, so I'm going to call it the wind moon. And also, the wind moon is associated with, of course, air. And what else is associated with air? The Libra sign. So, makes sense more to me that it is called the wind moon. Now that we've established what super moons and full moons are, and we've established the name of the moon, let's talk about its energies. Now, when we bring in Libra to this full moon, the month of April is all about growing and new beginnings and figuring out how to create more abundance. The Libra is a perfect place to start with this. Libras are all about love and light and relationships and balance and happiness. How can you create more happiness into your life? By finding balance. Are you putting too much time and energy into your work? Are you putting too much time and energy into your home life? Are you being selfish? Are you not giving enough time to your friends or family? During this, we're actually in the perfect situation to harness this kind of energy because we're all forced to be inside right now. I don't know when you're watching this video, but right now we're all in the quarantine and we're forced to be looking at ourselves in different viewpoints. And a lot of shifts are happening. So if you want to take advantage of these shifts and take advantage of these energies, I suggest you first look at your relationships because that is what Libra wants you to do. Libra wants you to look at the balance, look at your relationships. Are you happy? Are you sad? How can you make yourself more happy? How can you create more balance? How can you, there's a lot of things you want to do, but there's a lot of things you probably don't want to do. They both have to be done. Having this full moon in Libra is also a perfect time to balance your shadow side and your light side. Now, because the supermoon is illuminating all the things that are our shadow selves, you know, that haven't been awakened, you know, for a really long time, it's going to bring you to a place of more love. It's when you deal with the shadows, you're going to leave more room and more space to open up to love. And that is what Libra wants you to do. They want you to find the balance. They want you to appreciate your shadow side and they want you to appreciate your light side. But you can't experience the good without the bad. So as we're realizing all these things that we didn't really know about ourselves, these things that may not be so pretty, let's move into the love aspects of Libra. Libra is all about Venus energies. April is actually housed by Venus, and Taurus, which we're coming up to season Taurus, is also housed by Venus. So we've got a lot of Venus energies coming up in this month, and it is also just a reassurance that even though times are tough right now, love and light is still there. So just believe in it. That's what Libra wants you to do. Libra full moon wants you to believe in the love that you have, believe in the relationship that you already manifested. This is the perfect time if you are in an established relationship and you guys are having a tough time right now. This is the perfect time to start manifesting a stronger union between you guys. Look deeper. What is triggering those things? Why are you being triggered? Libra wants you to figure this out so you can get to the love, so you can get to the light, so you can get to the good stuff. All right, so let's move forward from this full moon. A lot of things are going to be brought up. A lot of things are still happening right now. And let's focus on the love. So now that we're moving into the love part of this, I told you that I am going to give you a little spell work that you guys can do during this full moon. Other good things that are great during a full moon is tarot divination, any kind of divination at all. Trying to figure out, map out, full moons are great for divination because the full moons will bring up those things about you and like, where is this coming from? So it's a great time to ask those kind of questions, and also to ask what needs to be released, because during the full moon to new moon, it's time for release time, all right? So we can get ready for that new moon in Taurus, which is great. It's that new moon. I'm so excited for that new moon because it is going to pave the way for the rest of the year for you guys. Some big things are happening right now, and a lot of big things are going to happen at the end of the year. So if you want to make the most out of your 2020, I suggest you get a pen and paper and take notes, because this spell is going to help you manifest a love. It's going to help you manifest more love and abundance into your life, and it is going to be beautiful, fantastic, amazing, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Now, before I start explaining how the spell works, I just want you to know I'm not putting a spell on you. There's nothing like that. That's not what it's about. Have an open mind, all right? And this is going to awaken your senses, all right? So let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna do a little visualization practice right now to figure out what exactly you want to manifest or what abundance you want more into your life, all right? So here we go. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, take a couple more, all right? Again, pause the video, take notes, do whatever. So take a few deep breaths, all right? And then ask yourself, what does abundance mean to you? What if money wasn't an issue? What's your perfect dream life? A lot of people, a lot of speakers ask this question. If money wasn't an option, if money didn't matter, what would be your most abundant life? And I want you to picture it, everything. What kind of car do you drive? What kind of house do you live in? Do you have 3 kids? Do you have no kids? Do you have a partner? Do you have more than one partner? I don't know. Do you? I'm very open-minded, guys. Okay, so anything, just bring them here, okay? I'm so open-minded. Really, you like, as long as it does not harm anybody, I am very open-minded. But we'll get into that a lot more later on. Anyways, okay. What does abundance mean to you? Figure that out. That is your first step, okay? I know this seems like a goal thing, but that is what Wicca is. I'm sorry I don't know if you thought that Wicca was, or magic was about, you know, oh, making a flower grow and went overnight, or having ice come out of my hand. No, that is not what it is. Yep, I get a little squirrely. Here we go. Moving on. So visualize what your abundant life looks like. Okay, got it? Good. Now, what's the next thing you need to do? How does that make you feel, first of all? How does it make you excited? How does that visualization make you feel? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel anxious? Does it make you feel scared? What does it make you feel? Whatever it makes you feel, that is what you need to focus on. If you're feeling anxious, you probably need to release a lot of things before you can start actually performing a spell and manifesting abundance. Now, I'm going to see if I can try and get you guys to do that within the 2 weeks so we can get ready for the new moon in Taurus. I'm so excited. So if you're feeling excited after your visualization, you're ready. You're ready to manifest your abundant life. You're ready to create that life. Now, if you're feeling a little bit anxious and scared and put off, like, oh, that's never going to happen because we don't live in a world where money doesn't matter. Money does matter. Well, if you know anything about law of attraction, it doesn't. Nope, it doesn't. And I actually have proof because I experienced it. Just saying. I literally was broke. And I'm like, I needed money. And poof, I got money. Not in the way I thought it would, but I did. And I knew that I knew everything was going to be okay, even though I was bringing down like, oh, I'm so low. Oh, I'm getting the hundreds. And then after one day, or not one day, but after a week of manifesting and keeping that positive mindset, my bank account shot up to the thousands. I'll definitely go more into that later on, but I just want you to know that intentions and your mind is the most powerful asset to your spells. The more energy and the more excitement and the more happiness you put into these spells, the more they're going to manifest, the more it's going to evolve. Okay, and I know this sounds a lot about law of attraction, but again, law of attraction is magic. It's magic. They like to just call it law of attraction because in our society, we kind of downplay spells and witches, and when we say, oh no, I don't want anyone to put a spell on me, ooh, hocus pocus, blah, blah, blah. But no, it's magic. So let's circle back to the steps that we've gone over for the spell. First, visualize your most abundant life. How does that make you feel? And now we're going to, even if you don't believe it, we're going to pave the way and set the intention, all right? Because right now, tonight, we don't want to release anything. Tonight, we want to feel it. We want to feel it all. Tonight, we want to feel the energies. Tonight, we want to feel what's bringing up, okay? So put everything out. The past and the future does not matter, okay? Now, here's what I want you to say. I am ready for my most abundant life. Say it again. I am ready for my most abundant life. I am ready for my most abundant life. I am ready for my most abundant life. I'm 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 ready for my most abundant life. You see how fast I'm going? Keep going. Keep going till you have no more breath. And then after then, I'm ready for my most abundant life. I'm ready for my most abundant life. I'm ready for my most abundant life. I'm ready for I just sent out all that energy into the universe. Now your spell is complete. You're welcome. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys stuck around to the end, you guys really like me. And so again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys make the most out of your full moon tonight, and blessed be.